I suspect that our friend President Biden is sort of a mushroom. They keep him in a dark place and feed him crap. I think Susan Rice, Jake Sullivan, Blinken, oligarchs, frankly, rich, powerful figures that control the Democratic Party and let's face it, large portions of the Republican Party who dominate Washington. They all have much more influence now than Americans realize. They're running the show. So I think they're not telling Joe Biden anything that they don't really want him to know. But more important, they're riding this train to oblivion, and they're not going to get off, and they're throwing more coal into the locomotive with each passing day. In other words, they're doubling down on failure in the belief that if they just hang on long enough, somehow or another, miraculously, they're going to win. And they're destroying NATO. They're tearing Europe apart. Europeans are finally beginning to wake up to the disaster. They've lost control of Eastern Europe. You have the Lithuanians who want to cut the Russians off from East Prussia, or this place called Kaliningrad. You have Russian retired officers now calling for Putin to commit nuclear weapons to the defense of Kaliningrad. At the same time, you have the Poles who continue to advocate for greater violence against Russia and greater support for the non-existent Ukrainian state. Because let's face it, Ukraine is now a failed state. It's collapsed. People are being pushed at gunpoint into Russian fire. This whole thing is a disaster. But no one wants to admit failure because they know once they admit failure, they lose all credibility.